I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas season. As for me, I've already had more glitter and balls on me than a Christmas tree, but Terry's had more packages under him than a Christmas tree. So hold on to your junk, girls, we're back. My skin's burning. That's the sound of Shelby getting ganged. Bang! Don't you know that's the sound of Shelby getting ganged? Bang! All day long she's saying, their cocks are so hard. Don't you know that's the sound of Shelby getting ganged? Banged! Brett, what the hell are you?
Milk thistle.
Hey gays, stop Googling pictures of Colton Haynes.
You were just doing that.
It's fine for me, he's my man. Get off him. Let's talk about the Fresh Beat Band. In 2009, Nick Jr. gave us the Fresh Beat Band. The show centers around 4 music students, Kiki, Marina, Twist, and Shout, as they learn about music and teach children to be team players and to be good friends. Now look, I love the show entirely, but it really got better for me after the Marina switch. No disrespect to Miss Rose, I love her, hey girl, hey, but she chose to leave the show. It's not like Tara Perry came by and threw her off of it, and some of you parents chose to rip her apart online, and thankfully she's a lady. Thankfully, I'm not such a lady. You probably all remember me as the guy who commented back to you saying, go fuck a cactus. So after the change is really when the show became heaven for me. They were already cartoonish, but after the new Marina came along, they got turned into robots, they had the crossover with Yo Gabba Gabba, they met ghosts, they got sucked inside of a board game, and they had hallucinations that they went to Oz with Jason Mraz and became superheroes. I go into this show like I do Jim and the Thundercats. You can never ask any rational questions because it's a children's show. So you just sit there and watch the shit like it's fucking Shakespeare. Look, we ain't got no time to discuss how much I love Jason Mraz. I loved him long before this show ever existed, and he has got too many tie-ins with it, and if I think about it too much, my head will explode like the end of Scanners. As you all know and are probably sick of seeing and hearing about, I've been to see and meet the Fresh Beat Bands 3 separate times. But not this 4th time because the tour didn't fall close enough to me, which I'm perfectly fine with. I usually get asked, oh, so what's it like when you go, and how is it, and do people think you're weird because you show up alone? Well, when I first arrive after finding my seat, and usually there's nobody else there, and I'm sitting there by myself, and like before the show starts, of course, the parents begin to come in with their kids, and they sit beside of me, and then they begin to realize, hey, there's a grown-ass man next to me who's at this children's show to watch them. Maybe I should be a little alarmed. So you can tell they clutch their child tightly to them because they think I'm a freak. Then once the show starts and they see me rapping along with Twist like a crazy person, they feel like, hey, you know what, maybe this guy isn't so bad. He's got enough other issues to worry about, which I actually don't rap along. I kind of just sit there. It's not as bad as you'd think because I know I'm in a children's show and I gotta keep this shit together. What's it like when I finally get to go and meet them? This is what you may think it's like. I love you so much.
Yo, is that Kiki's wig?
Yes. And this is what it's kinda actually like. Hey John, you wanna go bananas?
Yo, that's wicked whack.
Do I have any restraining orders from them? No, I do not have any restraining orders. What some of you consider me being psychotic and a stalker, I consider being a devoted fan. They're really sweet people, and they're beautiful in person. I mean, like, they look photoshopped even in person. They sing, they dance, they act. Everyone in Hollywood needs to look the fuck out because these some hungry bitches and they come in for your A-list spotlight. You do not see Julia Roberts out here doing a show for children, then standing to meet them like an hour after and the parents. So, bitches, stop looking at Nick Jonas grab himself, turn your eyes and attention to them, because while you usually like a latecomer, this is not the time for it. Now, can I get a gay man? In 1984, that big queen Xavier Roberts said, "Fuck you children, I'm making this crappy cartoon, The Cabbage Patch Kids' First Christmas." First off, I know you guys don't like when people do this, but I'm out Miss Xavier Roberts. There she is in Georgia, making dolls, wearing her snakeskin boots and penciling on her beard, but she's got a wife and kids. I don't believe it for 2 seconds. She's piled up in that closet, sucking dick, and making dolls out of rubber heads and pantyhose. That said, back to the movie. So, it starts and Colonel Casey's flying over the Cabbage Patch, which should just be burned by the government, because God only knows what freak things are happening there with toxic spills and such. So, they escape, they go to the city to find the Christmas spirit, which they believe is an actual person, and lo and behold, Lavender McDade and her 2 mutated henchmen have decided to be pickpockets for some reason. I'm not sure why. They steal somebody's wallet, the Cabbage Patch Kids get it back, find some little girl in an orphanage, and dump her off on these people who got pickpocketed, and then the police arrest Lavender McDade and her henchmen. I would really like to know how that went when they frisked them or searched them, and they discovered that it's a gigantic mutated weasel and a rabbit in human clothes and a rubber mask. So once again, Merry Christmas, children. Well, that's all for this week. Come back next week when I tell you what's coming down my chimney. So until next time, bisexual.